It's hard growing up in the public eye, but it helps when your dad is one of the coolest guys in America. From being tossed like a football to making his Hollywood debut, Matthew McConaughey's son Levi has come a very long way. Matthew McConaughey has always lived an adventurous life, and his son sometimes gets roped into those adventures. Levi McConaughey has plenty of stories to tell, but one that he doesn't personally remember was when he was almost attacked by a mountain ram as a 6-month-old. On a 2018 appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Matthew revealed that he, his wife, and Levi were celebrating his 40th birthday with a picnic by the Grand Canyon when a mountain ram approached.
I had to launch Levi through the air for my wife to catch so we didn't get rammed off the edge.
Levi was successfully caught by his mom, Camila Alves, but the ram didn't let up.
And I squared off and just tried to go as Yoda as I could with this ram and just say, not me, whatever it is. He was kicking dirt and everything.
Thankfully, Matthew's intimidation worked, and the ram backed off. As it turns out, they'd accidentally put down their picnic blanket between the ram and the rest of its flock.
So we were between him and all of his ladies, and he didn't want any other male scent on his mountain.
It's very common for the children of Hollywood celebrities to grow up incredibly spoiled and without responsibility, but Matthew McConaughey and his wife were determined not to let that be the case with their kids. In 2020, McConaughey revealed that he doesn't let them visit his movie sets without putting some effort in, saying, "I have my kids come out. We put them to work. We give them a little cash for catering." Levi has also worked as a taste tester for his mom's baby food company, Yummy Spoonfuls, which she launched in 2016. In an interview with People, she reflected on Levi's involvement in the company, saying, "All of our kids were right there helping choose every single flavor, testing, telling us what they did and didn't like. We were all working together."
My son, my oldest, is all about cooking, so we're coming up with different recipes.
Levi's responsibilities didn't end there. He revealed that his parents assigned him chores at home, joking that his parents told him, "This is how you get Christmas presents." It seems like Levi experienced a relatively normal childhood, at least about as normal a childhood as the son of an A-list actor can have. Matthew and Camila have 2 other children, Vida Alves McConaughey and Livingston Alves McConaughey. Vida, their only daughter, was born in 2010, while Livingston was born in 2012. This makes Levi the oldest child in the McConaughey family, an honor that he didn't always appreciate. As he told People, "A few years ago, it was, I've got to look out for my little brother and my little sister, so I would feel responsible. I was like, well, if they get hurt, it's gonna be my fault." And so I definitely, when I was younger, felt more like the big brother burden. As he's gotten older and more mature, Levi has embraced the oldest sibling role. He continued, "Now it's just more fun, and my little brother's just gonna be the best combination of me and my sister."
Which one of us is your favorite child?
When he's not helping out at home or on set, you can often find Levi McConaughey surfing on the beach. Even though he was raised on the McConaughey's Texas ranch, far away from the ocean, Levi became an avid surfer. When he first joined Instagram, many of his early posts were dedicated to his surfing adventures. Matthew McConaughey actually played a professional surfer himself in the 2008 film Surfer Dude, which came out the same year Levi was born. Even though the movie flopped at the box office and was panned by critics, it made the actor fall in love with the sport. He passed that love down to his son, who will seldom miss a chance to hit the waves when the weather's right. Being a taste tester isn't the only time that Levi has worked alongside his mom. The two teamed up once again to cook meals for the homeless in Paris during Fashion Week in March 2023. For one night, Levi and Camila volunteered at Refectorio Paris instead of attending any glamorous gatherings. Several months later, Levi reflected on this experience in an Instagram post, writing, "A few trips back, I got the chance to cook at Refectorio Paris for some people that don't normally get to have a really nice meal. Refectorio Paris serves first-class meals to the homeless. They made a great restaurant with high-end chefs to cook, using produce that was going to be thrown away." In the late 2010s, Matthew McConaughey took a long break from acting to focus on being a father. Even though he wasn't appearing in as many movies as he used to, he was still a regular presence on TV screens everywhere thanks to his Lincoln commercials. McConaughey has been the brand ambassador for Lincoln since 2014, famously participating in promotional material for the car company over the years. 10 years in, Levi got the opportunity to team up with his dad for an advertisement. In the 2-part ad, which was posted on both Levi and Matthew's Instagram pages, the longtime Lincoln ambassador teaches his son some important lessons before he drives for the first time.
Keep an eye open. Take your time. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the drive.
Since this ad was filmed right after Levi turned 16 and got his driver's license, it gave Lincoln the perfect opportunity to capitalize on the bond between McConaughey and his son.
Well, where are we going? Not the 101. Back roads it is.
Matthew McConaughey has long been open to his children pursuing acting careers, but that wasn't always the case. In an interview with People, McConaughey admitted that he never envisioned his children being in show business at first, but that changed once he actually became a father. As he put it, "When I hit about 40, right about the time we had Levi, I looked around at how many special people I've met in my life, how much travel, and what an awesome, healthy, cool experience that's been for me in my life. I was like, where are you coming up with this idea you don't want any of your kids to do it? It'd be a privilege if they would be able to." Trying to pave a way in Hollywood is always difficult, but having a supportive Oscar winner for a father is definitely a good first step. Even though his dad has been open to him pursuing a career in Hollywood for most of his life, Levi McConaughey didn't start acting until his teenage years. His first official movie credit was in 2025's The Lost Bus, which tells the true story of a bus driver who volunteers to usher 22 elementary schoolers to safety during the deadliest wildfire in California history. That bus driver, Kevin McKay, is played by Matthew McConaughey, and his son Sean is played by Levi. Sean is only a supporting character in the Apple TV original, but his presence is felt the whole runtime as Kevin desperately tries to escape the wildfire and reunite with him. Levi has a few scenes in the movie, but one early on includes a heated argument between father and son.
Hey, listen to me. I don't have a choice. Dad, it's not fair that I have to change my life.
Grow up!
Levi reflected on filming this intense scene in an interview with Man of Many, saying, "Obviously, we all have relationships outside of work, and sometimes you bring that into work a bit, but I think it's a good thing in a way, because we could bring our own personal stuff to it." In the same interview, Matthew added, "Levi, I remember you telling me, because our relationship is a healthy one in real life, it made it easier to go somewhere else and play characters with a relationship that's not healthy." Levi confirmed and added that he thoroughly enjoyed sharing scenes with his father. Overall, it seems the film managed to bring Levi and his dad closer together. Even though Levi had a good time working with his father on The Lost Bus, taking part in a Hollywood production was still an intimidating prospect. Levi revealed to People that he felt pressure on him as the son of an A-list celebrity while promoting the film, saying, "It's just starting, and as much as people can say, 'Oh, you got this because of your father or your mother,' they can open the door, but then it's going to be up to me to do my thing once I get in there. That's on me." Sure enough, Levi had to go through the audition process for the film just like any other actor. His last name was taken off his audition tape, but he was talented enough to be chosen anyway. During a red carpet interview with E! News, he recalled the phone conversation he had with director Paul Greengrass, in which the filmmaker offered him the part.
I was like, trying to not play it a little bit cool, but trying to not like start crying on the phone. Hang up the phone, and I started crying.
Naturally, Matthew has tried his best to give Levi advice for the first years of his career. As he revealed, "I've tried to give him some tips that I've learned along the way. Tried to give him some of those tips earlier than I understood them. It's important that he has his own ownership of who he is and becomes, and acting will be a part of that if he continues to do it. Part of finding his identity, but it can't be his full identity."
You got any advice for me?
I mean, keep enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know that, though.
Yeah.
It's difficult to predict what Levi's next move will be, but The Lost Bus is sure to open up many opportunities for him. There's definitely a good chance that he becomes a prolific actor like his father, but trying to surpass Matthew's level of fame and talent would be a fool's errand. Thankfully, that's not what Levi is trying to do at all. Based on Levi's comments while promoting The Lost Bus, it seems like he has ambitious, yet attainable long-term expectations of himself. He'd rather collaborate with his father than compete with him. As he told Interview magazine, "I want to be famous in a lasting way. I want to continue to build on a legacy that I have the privilege to carry on." Rather than trying to become the first person people think of when they hear the word McConaughey, Levi is more interested in turning his family name into a multi-generational Hollywood dynasty. At this point, he seems to care more about honoring his father's career than becoming a star in his own right.
I'm getting to admire him as an actor even more now, as I'm finally starting to watch some of his stuff.
Even though Levi McConaughey felt a good amount of pressure while promoting The Lost Bus, he's also not the type to shy away from the spotlight. He has consistently promoted the movie on social media and has walked down several red carpets alongside his family. Levi looked happier than ever at the Toronto International Film Festival with his parents as well as his grandmother, Kay McCabe McConaughey, who also has a role in the movie. In many ways, Levi's whole life and all the years he spent working on his father's sets have led up to the release of The Lost Bus, which has allowed him to start forming his own identity in Hollywood. There's no telling how far the McConaughey train can go.